tonight. I'm excited to be here. I've never got to perform in the state of Michigan, and I'm so happy. I'm going to give away some of my t-shirts. Who wants a Carl and Haggerty t-shirt? T-shirts coming. Here you go, ladies. You were nice. There you go. T-shirt for you. T-shirts coming. Hang on. We got them. There you go. One for you, ma'am. There we go. One for you, sir. I am giving you one. Hurry. Here you go. One for you. If you did not get a t-shirt, don't worry, because there's absolutely nothing on them. Except my DNA. Don't wear them under a black light. Wow. Good looking crowd out here in Grand Rapids. Thank you very much for letting me come out. Thank you very much. Fellas, look around. If you go home with a skinny girl tonight, it's your own damn fault. I'm not making fun. I love the big girls. I've screwed more big girls than Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers combined. Tell you what I won't do though. Won't mess with the ugly girls. No sense both of us waking up disappointed in the morning. Hey, a little bit about myself, just like the creepier than me guy just said. My name is Carl Haggerty, and I'm 49 years old. I'm single. I've never been married. I don't have any children, and I'm pretty financially secure. Now, before you ladies dive the stage, I do live at home with my mommy. And you know, living at home with your mother means you have to do things a little different than the rest of y'all. Car sex. And you have to approach social situations a little differently. Car sex. And as the cars get smaller every year and I get a little bigger, it's harder and harder to accomplish. And it's a bitch when I got a partner. I just celebrated my 4th year anniversary in comedy. Thank you for your support. People ask me, they say, Carlin, why do you perform comedy? Why do you drive hundreds and hundreds of miles and spend all your off time to go out for little or no money? And it's really hard to describe, and it's really hard to think, but the best way I can tell you is, standing up here on this stage, getting laughter and applause and love from you guys is better than any drug you could ever imagine. And trust me, I've done the research. And I would be the worst anti-drug spokesman in the world because I fucking loved every one of them. I'm telling you that right now. Hey, Carlin, snort this. Sure. Smoke this. Why not? Pop this. Here you go. Great. And it was fun. And life was a lot simpler when you could just do whatever you want and get blasted. But along the way, things changed and it got dangerous and unhealthy. I mean, they started spraying pesticides on our marijuana and cutting my cocaine with nasty shit like baby powder, and methamphetamines are a toxic cesspool I don't want to dip my toe in. It just got scary. And I'd go back to it in a heartbeat if they take out some hippie drugs again, you know, like organic cocaine, maybe some gluten-free meth. And for you old schoolers, a little free-range freebase. Make it healthy again. I'll be right back on that train, I promise. But you know, in my 4 years of performing comedy, I realized that I look at things a little differently than the rest of y'all. And what I mean is, this morning I was walking out of a convenience store and I had one of those energy drinks in my hand, and this little nosy, busybody looking lady comes up and says, "Those aren't healthy. Those aren't safe." And I looked at her and I smiled and I said, "Well, thank you." But what the comedian in me wanted to say was, you know what's not healthy? You know what's not safe? Fucking with me before I've had my first Monster Energy drink. That's what's not healthy. Now get back on your broom and fly, Battle Axe. I was going through a drive-thru, and this lady sticks her head out. She says, "Excuse me, are you Kathy's husband?" And I looked at her and I smiled real big and I said, "I'm nobody's husband. That's why I'm smiling." But what the comedian in me wanted to say was, no. Because I'm not interested in being in a loveless, sexless, emotionless relationship where every day you strip off another layer of my soul like an onion until finally there's nothing left, and in a fit of passion, I go out to get a drink, I get a DUI, I come home 72 fucking hours later, and I find out you slept with my brother! Amen. But to answer your question, ma'am, no, I'm not Kathy's husband. Hey, I am celebrating Wednesday, a milestone birthday. I'll be 50 years old, half a century. Thank you very much. Thank you. And that's one of those milestones that you stop and think, where am I at? Where have I been? What the hell do I know about this old world? And I started thinking, and right before I get off here, I want to share a few things with you that I've learned the hard way so you guys won't have to. Everybody pees in the shower. But it's not cool to do it from the hallway. KY jelly does not taste good on cracker. Unless that cracker's a 25-year-old boy from Alabama named Bobby. One more thing before I let Skeletor come back and take over the show. The last thing I want to share with you, and this is probably one of the most important things. Even the smallest penis in the world feels big if it's shoved in the wrong hole. Now, you know, I told that joke 2 months ago at Christmas dinner. And my nephew piped up, and he said, Uncle Carlin, he said, that's not the wrong hole if that's the one you're aiming for. And I had to laugh, because they're so cute when they're 4. I'm Carlin Haggerty, thank you very much.
When I'm not performing comedy, I work in a machine shop. And by law, we have to have a copy of the material safety data sheet clearly posted where everyone can see it, more commonly known as the MSDS. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yep.
I tried to explain it to one of our temporary employees. He thought I was trying to say good morning. I said the MSDS? He's like, oh, Buenos Dias. My girlfriend works in a hospital, and the other day she says, honey, I noticed a lot of ladies are getting breast implants, and I'd like some breast implants. And I'm thinking, yeah, but these women are probably married to doctors and lawyers, and I work in a machine shop. But I want to make my girlfriend happy, so I did the next best thing. I bought her 2 cans of Fix-A-Flat. It says screw on nipple. You know what the most depressing thing about this time of the year is? The wind chill. I was listening to the radio earlier. The guy goes, it's 36, but it feels like 18. I'm thinking, man, I wish I could teach my girlfriend that trick. But nothing below 18. I'm gonna play it safe. I don't want to. I have 3 kids, all boys, all healthy, all bigger than me, which is great because I get to wear their hand-me-downs. You like this shirt? And my 10-year-old didn't like it when I bought it for him. I said, relax, you only got to wear this shirt like 6 months, I got to wear it the rest of my life. It's not easy. You know, I'm a small guy. I was complaining. I said, look, you got a section for big and tall, nothing for small and short. She goes, yeah, we do. It's called the boys department. And then she helped me pick out some garanimals, which was nice of her. Did you know that in the city of Lowell, Michigan, they're allowing people to conduct their final Craigslist transactions in the lobby of their police department? Because I don't know what makes me feel more uncomfortable. Conducting business with someone I just met at Craigslist or getting a blowjob in the lobby of the police department. It's a close call. Craigslist. The Rolling Stones recently went on tour, and these guys are in their 70s. You know, I think it's, at this point they should modify the lyrics to make it a little more age appropriate. I tried having sex last night and threw out my damn back. And when I stood straight up, I heard a big loud crack. She never gets turned on when I take off my clothes. I tried Viagra, but it just gave me a runny nose. Discount at Ruby Tuesdays. When I show them my ID, I get 15% off each time. Thank you, ARP. Pleased to meet you. I forgot your name. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. I've got Alzheimer's and it really is a shame. Woo-hoo. I can't get no full erection. Sing along if you know the words. They decided to make Jeff Foxworthy the new spokesman for Golden Corral because apparently there just aren't enough white trailer trash rednecks eating at Golden Corral.
Oh my God.
It's like they had an emergency meeting at corporate. I don't like the numbers. We got to hit that demographic of people that don't have a problem rolling out of bed at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday to get breakfast all day. That's where the big bucks are. I went to Golden Corral once. I felt like I was walking on the midway at the carnival. Hey, look, the bearded lady. The 600-pound man. Oh, honey, look, a baby with an arm growing out of his forehead because mom couldn't stop smoking meth. It's a freak show at the Golden Corral. Now I don't feel so bad about paying the extra $2 for the carry-out box you can get now, because that's so much more convenient than trying to shove a rack of ribs into my girlfriend's purse before we leave. Maybe that could be a commercial. Jeff Foxworthy could say, if you leave an all-you-can-eat restaurant with a takeout box, you might be a piece of shit. Thank you, that's new material. Well, before I go, I'd just like to share one final thing. When my dad was alive, he always used to tell me, son, if you can do something you love in life, you'll never work a day. And it's true, because I really enjoy sitting around the house smoking pot, waiting for my SSI check to show up every day. Because it beats working. Thank you.
I love summer. Anyone else? I love it. I love it because when I get blackout drunk, I throw up on way less clothing and all this stuff. I'm getting so sick of the snow. Anyone else? Yes. I really want to move to Florida. They have beautiful beaches, palm trees, really rich men that are about to die. Move there. The one reason I wouldn't move to Florida, they have the death penalty. And I just never know when I'm gonna wake up and want to murder someone. But Michigan doesn't have the death penalty, so I will be taken care of. I can't move. Just can't do it. I went in for one of my work evaluations. My boss was like, Anna Flora, you are great. I never feel like you're trying to get away with anything. I trust you completely. You're one of my best workers. I was like, wow, I don't think she can tell I'm high right now. And then I was getting paranoid because I was high. I was like, shit. I think she knows I have 2 staplers in my purse. And then I was upset that I was high because I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna forget this compliment. It's rough. It's rough. The election's on Tuesday. Everybody excited? Yes. If you guys love marijuana, you need to vote for Bernie Sanders. I'm urging you, forget marriage equality. It's about the weed. Vote Bernie. Absolutely. But I have one question during this election season. This has just been driving me crazy. Who is Monica Lewinsky gonna vote for? I don't know. I feel like she has no choice, right? Yeah, she has to vote for Hillary. Right? It's the least you can do when you blow some lady's husband. It's like the courtesy blow vote. It's gotta happen. But I've always wanted to shave my head. It's been one of my dreams forever. But I'm afraid to do it because I'm afraid my employer will have two reactions. The first reaction, they're gonna be like, oh my God, Ana Flora is losing her mind. She's going crazy. The second thought they're gonna have is, oh no, Ana Flora is getting a sex change. And we're gonna have to pay her more money. You guys feeling the glass ceiling? Feel it? I was a wild high schooler. So my dad, he offered me $500 to not have sex in high school and wait till I was 18. I was like, Dad, that is half the amount of money I could make from having sex. But I want to tell you about my biggest fear. It's gonna take me a lot of courage, but my biggest fear is that I'm gonna get so drunk one of these nights after Sunday Night Funnies that I'm gonna make the biggest mistake of my life. I'm gonna have sex with a Republican. And it's so scary, right? So scary because I know the morning after he is not going to want to drive me to Planned Parenthood.
I was at an STD clinic a couple months ago. I had some symptoms, you know, doing the adult thing, checking it out. Went there. It was a free clinic, very nice, I love that. And went there, and the STD doctor, the first question she asked me was, did any of your partners tell you that they had an STD? How fucking stupid do you think I am? Like a girl's gonna say, like, oh, I don't even know if I should tell you this. It's really not a big deal, but I've got a pretty gnarly STD. Well, take those pants off and quit telling me details. I don't need to fucking know. We're doing this shit. That's not how I react to STD things. Anyway, so after that, the STD doctor, that's the official name, if you guys didn't know that, she took out a Q-tip that was a little bit longer and a little bit thinner than the standard Q-tip, and she said, he gets it. And he said, we're going to take this and put this up your urethra this far. You could have just said it was going to hurt. That would have been fine. And then that STD doctor took that, tested it, and came back and was like, I got good news. That test showed up negative, but that is only 50% accurate for males. So you just did that to me to tell me that you don't fucking know? 3 days later, I went to an open mic and I told this exact story, and at the time I thought I had something of the STD variety. Wasn't sure what it was, but by the symptoms I Googled it and I had an idea. But I thought I had something. It turned out I didn't, spoiler alert, and yeah, so don't judge me. Anyways, but I told this exact story and I thought I had an STD at the time. After the show, I'm an Uber driver. I turned on my Uber app, and my first passenger was a lovely lady that was at the show. And she got into my car, and she immediately started flirting with me. She was like, you're really cute. You're one of the comedians, right? I'm like, yeah. And she continued to flirt with me on the ride, and finally I was just like, did you listen to my set? And she replied, yes. You were kidding, right? No. No. Like, you'd think that would, like, you know, calm her down a little bit, you know, like, take it easy, pull in the reins, that type of thing, horse analogies, whatever. Fuck you guys. That was a weird analogy. I wish I didn't say that. We're gonna move on now. All right. Anyway, but she continued to flirt with me. She was very persistent. I reached her destination, and I was like, okay, your car's right here like you said on the little Uber app here, and you should leave now. And she said, you're gonna have to tell me to leave. I thought I just did. And then she took her hand, reached over, put her hand on my right leg, and she began to move over to my left leg, but she did not make it. You guys know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Anyways, got pretty weird after that. Yeah, she gave me a blowjob after that, yeah. While I was screaming, let me remind you, that was not kidding. Got that chlamydia mouth, you know what I'm saying? That's what happens, you know, when you suck a chlamydia dick. Just kidding, I didn't have that. It's not that. Felt that was a good way to close this. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna get you guys back.
Yeah!
Yeah, I like that. I like his enthusiasm. All the other guys, you're all right. But anyways, I think DUI laws should change. I think they should. I think the least drunk person in the car should be arrested. Because fuck them. Why aren't they driving? Like, it's not illegal to be drunk, you know? Like, but in certain situations, it is. I think the same should be true for being sober. Like, in certain situations, if you're sober, you should be arrested. For example, if you are over the age of 40 and you go and see Night at the Museum 2 and you are not high and you don't have kids with you, you should be fucking arrested. You're gonna fuck a kid. I mean, it's just gonna happen. I'm sorry. At some point, you're gonna fuck a kid if you're doing that. You know, this is just preventative measures, okay? Thank you very much. My name's Guido. Keep it going for Brian B.
Dating a single mother right now. I'm on the west side right now. I'm gonna go on a limb here. There's a couple single mothers in here, right? Give it up for yourself. It's hard. Like, I'm dating this girl now. I love her. She's really cool. I love her kid. She's a good girl. The thing is, though, it makes me want to have a kid. Not because the normal reason, just because I'm sick of losing arguments 2-1. I'll give you an example. We could be having, like, where do you want to go to dinner? And she'll be like, I don't know, Max, but you have no idea what it's like to raise a small child today. Like, fuck, what do you say to that? I got her. I'm competitive by nature, so I went to the board. I'm like, how can I win? I'm sick of losing, right? This is what I came up with. We got in this argument. It doesn't really matter what it was. It was going down, though. It was like one of those really heated, like, spits flying argument, you know? I'm like, I'm winning. She's like, I'm winning. Then I won, and she goes, you make really good points, but you have no idea what it's like to care for a small child in America in 2016. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know what it's like to grow up with an alcoholic father. Right? Got her. She's like, what does that even mean? How is that even applicable? I'll tell you, raising a kid, not easy. About right here on the graph of hard things to do, okay? Growing up with an alcoholic father, way up here, way harder. Reason? You only have to wean a baby off a bottle once. I don't know, it was a different time. My dad, like, growing up, my dad was like a drinker. That was fun in the 80s. He's a drinker. Now he'd be called an alcoholic, right? Alcoholic has negative connotations. It's a very like, he's an alcoholic, like, he must hit you. My dad never beat me. Like, if he beat me with anything, it was just promises. Like, I could tell how drunk my dad was based on what he promised me the night before. Let you know a secret. One time he was like, hey, Max, that tree fort we've been talking about building tomorrow, we're building it. I'm like, oh, fuck, Dad, you're going to have a headache tomorrow. Got a little older, and he's like, Max, those go-karts on TV, we're buying you one tomorrow. Dad, you should not drive. There's no way. Only once it got out of hand, though, right? I was 16. He goes, Max, you know that car you wanted? That dream car you always wanted? We're buying it tomorrow. An hour later, he had to have his stomach pumped. On the flip side, I never even liked Christmas, so don't worry about it. It's cool. Damn, Abercrombie caught feelings on that one.
Another thing about like getting older, you just start to realize shit. Like, I realize every day my forehead's getting bigger. It's fucked up. like I really like the one when it really hit me. Like, I knew it was starting to come back, But like what it really hit me, I was sitting in the barber chair and I'm like, he had almost gotten to all the finish. So, you know, he was almost done. And I was thinking about all the shit I was about to do. I was like, all right, I'm about to be productive. Got my hair cut. I'm about to do some cool shit. Yeah, cool shit. Like, I don't know why that's like how I talk in my head, but that's how it happened. But he was like, he got to my lineup like right here and he was like, so, what you want me to do with that? I'm like, the fuck you mean what I want you to do with that? Ain't you the professional? I'd be pissed off, you be mad as hell if you went to McDonald's and like, hey, when do you want me to flip your hamburger? Don't have to get an ass about it, just fix my hair, asshole. And the worst thing about it is like, I'm not ready to shave it all off yet. I'm not ready to like just go clean. Cause like, I know there's like that one friend that I have and like, oh, you finally did it. Like, what do you mean I finally did it? Y'all been play some Bessel and shit? Like every day it's like, oh, you know, his hair looks like shit. I'm gonna give him about like a month and a half. By the day. I don't know, being an adult sucks, man. I don't know, one thing that I'm starting to do, I'm doing that's making me a little bit more of an adult, I'm getting married this year. I appreciate that shit. Some people don't share the same sentiment about that. Like, some people like look at me like I'm about to die and like say, like I just like, oh, well, I just got cancer. Shit. Obviously, doing free comic shows is not my real job. So like I bartend as well. I was talking to one of my regulars. He was just like, and I was like, he was like, what's new? I said, I'm gonna get married. I'm really excited. He was like, what the hell? Don't do it. Like he looked at me like you could tell somebody came into his life and took all his shit, just gone. Left him and his dog just sitting there like, what happened? So I'm sitting there talking to him. I'm like, why do you think I shouldn't? I'm in love with this girl. She's obviously not leaving me for money. He's like, well, whatever you do, make sure you sign a prenup. I'm like, a prenup? What the fuck you think she's gonna get out of me? I tell jokes for free and I'm a bartender. Like the most she's getting from me is like some good conversation, some dick. Like I'm not really bringing much to the table. Like a prenup's gonna fuck me up because like I feel like I could win that. What is she getting? Like, an Xbox? Fuck that. Trying to control it on my cold dead hands. This is not happening. No, the messed up thing about it is like I feel like I would win, but I feel like the only thing I would win is like the cat, which like this is fucked up. It's not even my cat in the first place, but like I take it just to be spiteful. Like I'm still mad. Like it didn't go well. I need something. But fuck cats. Fuck the cats are the worst. Like I'm sorry if there are any cat people in the room. You're wrong. You backed the wrong horse. Like, cats do dumb shit. Like if you were like a kind of handsome person, kind of cute, and you feel like, oh, you know what? I can't really get with anybody because like I do some shit, and most people won't get along with it. Get with somebody who's a cat person because they put up with anything. A cat will walk up to you, look you dead in the face, and put his paw in your fucking water. Oh, I'm sorry, were you drinking this? I'm just cleaning my paws.
Oh my god.
And cat people say the worst shit too. It's like, okay, well, my cat's not like a cat, it's kind of like a dog. Go kill yourself. None of that makes sense. Cats do whatever the hell they want. Another weird thing cat people say, oh no, my cat's cool because it's not always around, it's an outdoor cat. That is not your cat. That cat belongs to the streets. You don't have a house cat, you got a hoe. Thank you very much, everybody.